Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost, and today we are going to be playing some more World of Warships Legends. And yeah, real quick, I would like to thank every single one of you guys for dropping into today's video. And if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to go down there, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. That's if you actually do enjoy today's video. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? So we're going to head on over to the wheel, and we're going to spin, and we're going to see what we are going to be playing. So here we go. We're going to spin the wheel and see what it chooses. And we are going to be playing the NAGATO. Alrighty then. So we haven't played the NAGATO in a while. The NAGATO is quite the ship, let me tell you. So we're going to head on over to the NAGATO. Let me go ahead and just do the filter real quick and quickly go on over to it because I'm not in the mood to scroll through all those ships. But here's my NAGATO. And if we go and take a look at the upgrade and loadout, I'm running Aiming Systems Mod 1. Mainly because this gives me extra main battery dispersion, and it gives me better secondary firing range and dispersion as well. You could run secondaries, you could run AA, you could run main battery mod 2, but I find more value putting in, putting on this to get extra dispersion. That's more valuable to me. We are running propulsion mod 2. This basically makes it to where it takes time taken to reach full power when accelerating minus 50%. So basically, if we're stopped and we decide to go full steam ahead, it will take less time to get up to full speed, if that makes any sense. Now, we could put on steering gears, we could put on damage control party. However, I find, once again, more value running propulsion mod. I run propulsion mod on most ships that I can put it on, okay? And for the last upgrade here, I have concealment systems mod, which is helpful because it decreases our overall concealment by around 1 kilometer, okay? It also increases the incoming fire dispersion plus 5%, which means anytime someone takes a shot at us, they're going to be getting slightly worse dispersion, okay? So their shells are going to be less accurate when they are coming towards our ship. So this is helpful. You could also put on target acquisition, which basically increases your spotting range, your torpedo detectability range, and your RGA of ships. However, if you're smart enough and you can, if you can predict where torpedoes are potentially going to be coming from and what have you, you can usually be just fine without this right here. But concealment system, in my opinion, is a no-brainer to have on any of your ships in 2023. And my ship is fully upgraded. Now for the loadout, we've got high explosive, armor piercing, we've got damage control parties, we got 3 repair parties, and we're actually going to swap over to a spotter. I don't know why I had that on. I must have not played the NAGATO in a very long time, but we got the spotter on, which helps our shell grouping. We got the 4 years veteran flag, along with the Shiro camo. This camo I got out of a crate, which I think it looks, well, it looks questionable to say the least, right? If we head on over to the specs here, the survivability, we've got 65,000 hit points, which is pretty high if you're for a tier 6 battleship. And we've got 25% torpedo damage reduction, not the greatest torpedo damage reduction in the world. We've got some giant 410mm 16-inch guns that shoot out to 18.4 kilometers on my build with a 26.9 second reload. That's pretty gnarly, with a 33-second 180-degree turn time. Now, the maximum HE shell damage is 6,500 with a 30% chance of setting fires, and the maximum AP shell damage is nearly 14,000 on my build. So these 16-inch guns, when they hit hard, and hopefully in the gameplay, I will show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, the AA defense, not very good. Just really don't depend on it. It's okay, but it's not very good, okay? Maneuverability, 23.4 knots on my build, 770 meter turning circle radius with a 13.6 rudder. And the concealment, obviously, 12.8 by sea, 10.7 by air, 2 guaranteed with a 14.4 while firing in smoke, okay? Now, Take a look at the armor. Armor, not the greatest. You got 25 millimeters of bow, stern armor, basically 25 millimeters plastered everywhere, okay? There isn't a place where there isn't 25 millimeters. So this armor can basically tank up to, at most 14-inch shells, okay? Anything bigger than 14 inches, so 15-inch guns will go straight through your bow or your stern like hot butter, okay? And there's a lot of ships at tier 5, 6, and 7, obviously, with 15 or 16-inch guns. So we got to watch out for those. Now for the commander, I'm running TAKEO TAKAGI, I'm running Charles Madden, and Paulo de Revel as inspirations. Both of these guys decrease my reload, so that's how I'm able to get my reload so low on my Japanese ships. I got Phoenix. We've got Flammable Cannoneer, Gyrating Drill Bits, Marksmanship, Reaching Out XXL, and good old Will to Rebuild, aka Skill to Rebuild. He's a legendary 3 rank 16 captain, and nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna real quick throw on a epic battle booster so I can get some extra range, which increases my overall range to 18.9. So there you go, and it increases my speed and whatnot as well. But nonetheless, enough jibber jabbering about the Nagato. Let's go ahead and play the Nagato and see what, see what happens, right? So we're going to load into a game and just do some things with the Nagato. So right off the bat, we're on Fault Line. It is a capture the base mode. I'm not a big fan of capture the base, but we're gonna do our best, right? And we are top tier. That's fantastic. So we are top tier. We've got a Colorado. We know the Colorado has 16-inch guns. We got a Prince Heinrich. The Prince Heinrich has 15-inch guns. Tennessee Hyuga cannot overmatch us. They got the 14-inch guns. And we got some 2 cruisers. Both have 8-inch guns. And we got some destroyers out there that can spit out a lot of torpedoes. So we got to watch out for that. And yeah, anyway. Let's go ahead and see what we can get into here. Now, we do have a division on our team, West Virginia and New Mexico, so that already gives us an advantage over the enemy. So there you go. So, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be. A lot of people like to go off to the right here and go down that channel. I personally do not like doing that. What I like to do instead is literally just chill right here, wait for someone to get spotted, and open up with these big guns. You still got to watch out for people, obviously, that got big guns as well, because they can do the same thing to you. But I like to just wait here and see if I can smack somebody right off the rip. Now notice I am spotted, which is super unfortunate. I like how I'm spotted, but nobody over there is spotted, which seems legit, right? And all we need to do at this point is just wait for someone to pop up. It's only a matter of time. Now, I was spotted there for a second, mainly because, well, that destroyer, I believe. I mean, if you look where he is on the map, yeah, he was definitely the one spotting me. Now, there's also another destroyer, the Moss. We're actually going to take a shot at this Moss here and see if we can do some damage to him, because we need to kill destroyers, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't, they will kill us. So we gotta take care of those enemy destroyers. Now look at the accuracy there. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. We got 3 over penetrations there, and we took about a quarter of his HP. So I will take that. That's better than getting no hits. Now he's still spotted, and he has lost all of his HP up to this point, so we're going to take another shot here with the front guns, and we are taking some shells from the Prince Heinrich, which is not fun. We're going to have to turn in an angle because, well, yeah, that's why. We just got hit for 15,000, and we can't afford to take more hits like that. We cannot take more hits like that, or we're going to not have a good game. So we're going to slow down, turn in, and we are going to angle the best we can. Now, you got to remember, the Prince Heinrich has 15-inch guns, so he can basically overmatch us. Remember, we only got 25 millimeters of armor plastered everywhere, so we really don't have any sort of protection against his giant 15-inchers, other than hopes and dreams. So he shot again at us, but if he hits our belt, maybe he'll overpen, or not overpen, but ricochet. But it looks like he still just, yeah, penned us again for 3.5 grand there. So not a whole lot we could have done. And once again, he's going to pen us again. No, he's actually not. He actually did ricochet off our belt there. We are angled a bit, so we're actually able to ricochet some of those shells, which is nice. Now, if you notice on the map, there are a bunch of people coming into this gap here, and that is mainly what I'm worried about. So I'm trying to back up, and I'm trying to get into a position to where I can get some nice shots. This Tennessee is nice and broadside, which makes it easier for me. So I'm going to back up, and I'm going to take a shot at that Tennessee with all 8 of our 16-inch guns. It said I could shoot over the island, and yet some of them actually hit the island. Love that wargaming. But we get no results, unfortunately, because reasons. So that Tennessee is going to be able to get behind the island and do whatever he wants, which is very unfortunate. So far, we're not doing too good. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, to spicing this up a bit, I'm going to push in. I'm tired of waiting here. If our team's not going to do anything, someone's got to do it. So we're going to come on over here. We're going to go into this gap and see if we can't do some things. Now, we got an Algerie out here, so we're going to take a shot at him. Maybe I can get some shots into his citadel. You never know. Accuracy, not too good. But all I need is one of those 16-inch guns to do something. That's all I need. And unfortunately, it just isn't happening. So, there you go. Now, I don't know what the other battleship is. We got a New Mexico here. Or, sorry, a Tennessee. So, the other battleship, I actually do know what it is. It's going to be a Colorado because, well, that's the only other battleship it could be. Prince Heinrich was over there. And there's 2 battleships over here, and there's only 2 battleships that aren't Prince Heinrich, and that's Tennessee and Colorado, so we gotta be careful. I'm actually gonna turn out here, because there's a cruiser rushing us, and I believe it's a cruiser that has torpedoes. Yeah, it's a York, so we're not gonna tango with this. We're actually gonna turn out here, and we're gonna shoot all of our 16-inchers, and just like that, we hit that guy for 24,000 with 1 citadel. We got torpedoes inbound, which isn't fun. We are trying to turn this boat as hard as we possibly can to limit the amount of torpedoes we take, and we're going to take 3 of them, unfortunately. But it's better than taking all of them, I will say that. So we got no support over here. Our teammates have died, which is to be expected in 2023. Teammates always die. And we're basically left to defend this whole flank on our own. We've got no support, so yeah, I'm probably not long for this world, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to do our best. We are angled to this Tennessee, and we don't take as much damage, thankfully. Now, I'm more worried about the Colorado, because the Colorado has 16-inch guns, and he can go right through my armor like butter. We know he can go right through it, and this is going to hurt. Yeah, yep, there it is. He just knocked out 2 of our turrets, and yeah, well, RNG, ladies and gentlemen. RNG. Can I say it enough in this game? It's ridiculous. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. RNG in this game never fails to amaze me on how ridiculous it is. But what can you do? And all I'm trying to do here is take out this this York, but it's just not happening, unfortunately. And I'm dead. So, yeah. I'm 100% dead here. Because RNG is just not on my side whatsoever. And, nope, I get an overpen. I get an overpen through the bow of a York. Makes sense. But yeah, that's the NAGATO, ladies and gentlemen. That's the NAGATO. Like I said in yesterday's video, even if the match is bad, I'm still going to post it. Maybe you guys can learn something from this. That, you know, I'm not exactly the best damn player in the universe, right? I have bad games occasionally, and this is one of them. We did all we could on this side of the map. Let's be real, this is not the best map in the game. Fault Line is notorious for being one of the shittiest maps in the game, because of how unbalanced the spawns are. And, well, it doesn't help either that it's Capture the Base mode, which is arguably the worst game mode in the game. But we did the best we could. We did 53,000 damage. We did the best we could on that side of the map with the limited RNG and resources we had at our disposal. We were fighting a York, we were fighting a Colorado, we were fighting a Tennessee, we were fighting God and everybody on this side of the map. And unfortunately, and, you know, expectedly, we actually died. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's a NAGATO. NAGATO's a good ship. It's just when you get into a match like that, to where you're dealing with the whole enemy team, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I hope some of you maybe learned something from today's video. I hope maybe you got a little entertained. Man only knows, right? God only knows. what you guys like here on the channel. But nonetheless, everybody, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekends, and look out for a video tomorrow. And that's going to go ahead and be it for me for World of Warships Legends. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so. And if you want to take your support to the next level, consider becoming a member of the channel. It's only 99 cents or $1 a month. There's also different tiers of memberships and what have you. So nonetheless, y'all, the support is always greatly appreciated by yours truly. And yeah, well, I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy. As always.